Sophie Carter, a young woman from Los Angeles, California, who has a passion and career goal of fashion design. She stared at her reflection in the mirror, tugging nervously at the hem of her dress. She was wearing a daring red outfit Mia had picked out, and it wasn't something she'd normally choose for herself. "I still don't know if this is a good idea," she mumbled. Mia Johnson, her ever-enthusiastic best friend, grinned. "Trust me, it's a great idea. You've been stuck in your apartment working on designs for weeks. It's time for a little fun, Soph." Jade Simmons, Sophie's other best friend, chimed in. "Besides, the Pulse is where all the interesting people hang out. And who knows, you might run into someone exciting." Sophie raised an eyebrow. "Exciting? Are you trying to set me up again?" Mia laughed. "We're just saying, maybe there's more to life than work. Come on, let's go." Reluctantly, Sophie agreed. She knew Mia and Jade had her best interests at heart, and maybe a night out would help clear her mind. Plus, she secretly hoped to run into someone who could help her with her fashion career. The Pulse was buzzing with life when they arrived. Neon lights flickered, the bass of the music thrummed through the floor, and the dance floor was packed. Sophie took a deep breath, feeling both nervous and a little excited. As they made their way to the bar, Sophie's heart skipped a beat when she saw a familiar face behind the counter. "Is that Mark Adams?" she whispered to Jade. Jade's eyes widened. "Oh no, I forgot to mention. My cousin Mark is bartending here now." "Your ex." Sophie's stomach flipped. "Great, just great," she muttered, turning away quickly before Mark could spot her. But it was too late. Mark caught her eye and gave a friendly wave, which Sophie awkwardly returned. "Hey, Soph," Mark called out. "Long time no see." "Hey, Mark," Sophie replied with a forced smile. "How's it going?" "Good, good. Just mixing drinks and living life. Can I get you ladies anything?" Before Sophie could respond, Mia leaned in with a smirk. "We'll take whatever you're best at making, Mark." Mark nodded, still smiling. "Coming right up." As they waited, Sophie tried to shake off the weirdness. "So what's the plan now?" she asked Mia and Jade. Jade nodded towards the stage. "Look, it's Kevin Riley. Remember him from school? Your old childhood friend, Sophie." Sophie's face lit up. "Kevin, the comedian? I had no idea he was performing here tonight." Kevin, noticing Sophie from the stage, stopped mid-joke and pointed at her with a grin. "Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest tonight. Give it up for Sophie Carter, the fashionista who always kept us all looking good in high school." The crowd laughed and cheered, and Sophie blushed. Kevin winked at her before continuing his routine. "And who else would be at this club but Lucas Myers, my charming roommate and owner of this fine establishment?" Lucas, standing by the bar, gave a casual wave, and Sophie's eyes met his for the first time. He was handsome, with a smile that could light up a room. He made his way over to her and extended a hand. "Lucas Myers, at your service," he said, his voice smooth and confident. "Sophie Carter," she replied, shaking his hand. "I've heard a lot about you." Lucas chuckled. "I hope only the good stuff. Would you like a tour of the club?" Sophie nodded, finding herself intrigued by Lucas's easygoing charm. They strolled through the club, chatting and laughing, and Sophie felt herself relaxing for the first time in ages. Just as things seemed to be going perfectly, a tall, striking woman with blonde hair approached. "Lucas, darling, I didn't know you'd be here tonight," she said, smiling a bit too sweetly. Lucas's expression shifted. "Vanessa, hi, what brings you here?" The woman, Vanessa Grant, was a well-known fashion model, and as it turned out, Lucas's ex-girlfriend. "I came to see what all the fuss was about," Vanessa replied, her eyes darting between Sophie and Lucas. Sophie felt a pang of insecurity but managed a polite smile. "Nice to meet you, Vanessa." Vanessa looked her up and down, smirking slightly. "So, you're the new girl, huh?" Before Sophie could respond, another voice interrupted. "Sophie Carter, I've been looking for you." Alicia Rivers, the famous fashion designer, swept over, her eyes bright with excitement. Sophie blinked in surprise. "Alicia Rivers? You know who I am?" Alicia nodded. "Of course! Your designs have been making waves in certain circles. I was hoping to talk to you about a potential collaboration." Sophie felt her heart race with excitement. "I'd love that!" she exclaimed. As the night continued, the surprises kept coming. Robert Simmons, Jade's younger brother and the CEO of Simco, appeared, asking Jade about her plans for the future. Mark tried to make casual conversation with Sophie, while Mia kept sneaking glances at Kevin, who seemed oblivious to her interest. Lucas and Sophie continued their flirty banter, and despite Vanessa's occasional interruptions, Sophie found herself drawn to him. By the end of the night, they were laughing together like old friends. Finally, Lucas turned to Sophie and said, "You know, I don't usually do this, but would you like to go out sometime? Maybe somewhere quieter?" Sophie smiled. "I'd like that." Mia and Jade cheered from behind, and even Kevin gave them a thumbs up from the stage. Vanessa rolled her eyes and walked away, while Alicia handed Sophie her business card. As Sophie took the card, she realized that what had started as a chaotic, unexpected night at the club had turned into one of the best nights of her life. She had a new love interest, a promising career opportunity, and a few surprises she'd never seen coming. Maybe, just maybe, this was the start of something amazing.
Hi folks, my name is Abdul Muhammad, the founder and showrunner of Inthusee Studios. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe to this channel for more content and entertainment. Thanks, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.